how-to video on how to make a memorandum from basically from scratch, because since this is a technical writing course, and in the business course or in the management, when you're doing when you're on the job, usually you have to do a lot of memos concerning to whom. And basically I'll just show you like the basic format on how to do it, since it's really essential to do. And first you want to start off by having Times New Roman. So I'll just basically type Times New Roman on the Mac. I'm using, by the way, I'm using a MacBook Pro, but the format is the same as you would have on the Windows. So don't you guys worry about how it looks, because you're probably gonna have the same format. Then you're gonna go on no spacing, go on layout. So then you go on margins, and you got to make sure that it's 1 inch margins. And then you go home again. You go on the middle, and then you wanna make sure that you type in uh So make sure you want to put caps lock memorandum, memo, random. So I'm gonna click on that middle. Then I'm gonna click on show hide. So I want to click on show hide, and I want to click enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Align it back to the left, and then I'm going to two in caps, followed by a colon. You want to press tab this time, 3 times. Yeah. So this is gonna be to Fred Smith. Double space between the heading items. So this one's gonna be from caps, tap 3 times, to caps again, chain though, press enter 2 times, cap the word date, colon. So today's date is March 31st. So I'll just put March 31st, 2018. So basically that's the date. Then I had to enter 2 times already. Now I'm gonna write the subject line, so it should be all caps. So you wanna write subject, oh, in all caps. My bad, guys. Subject colons tap. We'll just put the subject as basically a test tomorrow. So I mean, yeah, test tomorrow. Test tomorrow in caps. So press enter again, and you want to double space. Now you want to double space everything, and now this is where you So this is where you just write the introduction and the body and the closing. I'm not gonna write it here because I don't have the format for the on like what I have to write. So because I'm just showing you the basic glad, but I'll just write an example. So it'll be like your instructor your instructor has asked you to write a memo, which is the most common form of written communication. Written. Okay, so basically, I'm just writing a sentence for the introduction. But once when you're done with this, right, you basically want to double space each paragraph. So you go here and you go 2.0, and make sure that you write another like close middle, which is the first rule of writing. Da 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 da. First rule of writing in in second in a second form second form. So that will be the second paragraph. You write whatever you want. So double pack. the memo. Basically, you would just write the closing, the memo, format, da 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 da, da. And then you want to make sure that after you're done with that, you just put your initials. So the initials is from it's coming from Jane Doe, so you have to put JD. And oh, another thing is that make sure that everything is aligned. So you just go here, you go left, lined, and you're there. And then you want to make sure everything here is aligned to the left. So you're left, and then you just want to click here, and you're basically done with the. We're basically done on how to do a memo format. You got the to, the from, the date, the subject, and it's aligned with the left margin. And basically, what I'm doing right here is called the blocking format, which is left aligned. And I basically wrote the introduction, the body, and the closing. I didn't write full sentences, but you know what you have to do because a subject is basically tell you what to do. But this is basically how to do a memo format. Thanks for you guys for viewing and listening to me.